Diyos Marinalda po sa nagabos mga tugang, lalo na sa satuyang mga grade 9 students. Ako po si Lando Assistant para sa satuyang review. Ang satuya pong review niya nakafocus sa parallelograms. Uli po ang satuyang inot na problem. Given this figure, parallelogram TQRS has a right angle at angle QRS, indicated by this symbol. It is given that the measure of angle TSQ is 32 degrees and the measure of angle QSR is 29x. Gusto ta pong maaraman kung ano ang value kang x. And igo po kita igdining apat na mga pilian. Para masimbagan tani, kay po niya itong girumdumon ang mga properties kang parallelogram. Nakalista po igdi ang 5 properties of parallelogram na sangunyan pig-adalan na nindo sa sendong mga klase. So, arin po sa 5 properties na ni, ang pwede tang i-apply to solve our problem. Marisa po nindo na igwaig dining right angle. And ang property number 4 talks about the right angle in a parallelogram. Sabi kayo ni, if one angle is a right angle, then all the other angles are also right angles in a parallelogram. Na tamang-tama po, i-disisto yung problem. Gusto sabihin, ninghulita ang measure kang angle QRS is 90 degrees, then inimang pong angle TSR must also be 90 degrees. Ta parehas na sinda right angle, parehas man po kaining angle T and ining angle TQR. Sarap po pong property na pwede ninyong gamitin igdi is ining number 3. Adjacent angles are supplementary. So ining angle QRS and ining angle TSR are adjacent angles. They are consecutive and adjacent angles. Ang relationship po kang duwang adjacent angles na ini is that they are supplementary. So either you use number 3 or number 4, you will get the right answer here. So let's use property number 4. Paano ta na po isi-set up ang equation? Sundan lang po niya to ining sinasabi kang property. Na kung 90 degrees ang measure kaining angle R, then ang measurement man kaining angle TSR must also be 90 degrees. But angle TSR is composed of 2 angles. Ini pong angle na may measure na 32 degrees and ini pong saro pang angle na ang measure is 29x. So gusto sabihin, 32 degrees plus 29x na yun po ang nagkukomprise kaining angle TSR that is equal to 90 degrees. Base po sa property number 4 kang parallelogram. Then, kaya po na lang isolve ang equation na ini. So, masubtract po kita ng 32 from both sides of the equation. Applying addition property of equality, we add negative 32 from both sides. 32 minus 32 is 0. 90 minus 32 is 58. We bring down 29x. Then, to solve for x, we divide both sides by 29. So, 29 divided by 29 is 1. So, we have 1x at the left, or x. At the right side is 58 divided by 29, or 2. So, ang satuyo pong simbag is letter B. Sunod pong problem. ABCD is a parallelogram. Find the value of x. Yan sign po si x, ini po ang x, and igo po pa indining x. Para klarado po, ining 11x plus 8, iyo po ang measure kang angle B. Ini pong 51 degrees, iyo ang measure kang angle BCA. And ining 10x minus 5, siya po ang measure kang angle ACG. Gusto ta pong maaraman kung ano ang value kang x. Hilingon ta po giraray si mga properties kang parallelogram. Among these 5 properties, arin po ang tamang-tama na may apply sa problem na ini. Balik po nindo na aram ta ang measure kaining angle ABC. And pag pig-combine ta po ining 51 degrees sa kaining 10x minus 5, siya po ang measure kaining angle BCD that is adjacent to angle ABC. Gusto sabihin po, pwede tang i-apply ining property number 3. Ninghuli po ta, ining angle na ini, saka ining angle na ini, they are adjacent angles and therefore, they are supplementary angles. So, i-apply ta na po ang property number 3 kay punta po ning equation. So, ang equation ta po is, ini pong angle na ini is 11x plus 8, yun na po ini, plus, ini pong angle BCD is the sum of 2 angles na ang measures are 51 degrees and 10x minus 5. So, igwa na po kita yung 51 plus 10x minus 5. So, kung sabihan po kayan, iyo po yan angle ABC, and ini pong part na ini, yan ang measure kang angle BCD. And these two angles are adjacent angles, and therefore, they are supplementary. Pag salita po ang supplementary, the sum of the two angles is 180 degrees. Kaya po, igwa kita yung 180 degrees. Then, halion ta po ang grouping symbols. Para po sila preceded by plus sign, so it's just a matter of removing the grouping symbols. Yun na po ni ang result. Then, marisa po nido na ining 11x, saka 10x, they are like terms. Then, ining 8 plus 51 minus 5, they are also like terms that we can simplify, that we can combine. Ini po ang naging result. 11x plus 10x is 21x. 8 plus 51 minus 5 is 54. Then, copy 180 degrees. Then, since we are solving for x, we want only x at the left side. Let's subtract 54 from both sides. Bring down 21x. 54 minus 54 is 0. 180 minus 54 is 126. And finally, divide both sides by 21. So, at the left, we have x. At the right, we have 126 divided by 21, which is 6. So, the value of x is 6, which is letter A. Sunod pong problem. Quadrilateral UVWX is a parallelogram. Find the value of x. So, ano po ang mga given degree? Ining angle XWU has a measure of 10x plus 12. Ining angle UWV has a measure of 38 degrees. And angle UVW measures 4 plus 8x. Hilingon ta po giraray si mga properties kang parallelogram. Arog po kang sinaynot, ining property number 3, iyo man po girayan sa itong gagamito, ning huli ta ining angle XWV and angle UVW are adjacent angles. Magkataid po silang angles kang parallelogram. And we know that they are supplementary. The sum of these two angles is 180 degrees. So we can now set up our equation. So the measure of angle XWB is the sum of this angle plus this angle. So we now have this part here. Then the measure of angle UVW is this part, 4 plus 8x. And these two angles are supplementary. So the sum is 180 degrees. Then remove the grouping symbols, combine like terms. 10x plus 8x is 18x. 12 plus 38 plus 4 is 54. Copy 180 degrees at the right side. Then subtract 54 from both sides. What's left is 18x equals 126. Then divide both sides by 18 to get x equals 7. So our answer is letter B. Let's go to the next problem po. Quadrilateral RSTU is a parallelogram. Find the value of x. Igli po, bako ng angles ang given. Ang given po is the measure of side UR and side TS. Hilingon ta po ang mga properties kang parallelogram. Sabi po igli, opposite sides are parallel and equal. So, ini pong side UR and side TS are opposite sides and therefore their measures are equal. So we can now therefore set up an equation. 8x minus 3 is equal to 21, applying property number 1 of parallelogram. So ini na po ang sa tayong equation. Para masolve ang x, we add 3 to both sides of the equation. Then simplify. Bring down 8x. Minus 3 plus 3 is 0. 21 plus 3 is 24. Then divide both sides by 8. So we now have x equals 3, which is letter B. Sunod pong problem. In this parallelogram, Cn is equal to 9x plus 2. Ari po ang Cn, ini pong part na ini. That is 9x plus 2. Ca is 20x. So ang Ce po, iyo po aning halabang ining diagonal, that is 20x. Paano ta po anapon ang laba kang segment CN. So again, hanapon to po sa mga properties ang pwede niya itong magamit. Since we are talking about sides, pwedeng number 1 or number 5. Pero, ang given to po are not the sides. Ang given po are the diagonals. So, number 5 po ang satuyang gagamiton. Ang sabi po the two diagonals bisect each other. So, ano po ang duwang diagonals Ini pong CA sa kaining DB. Kung sabihin po, tigbanga kaining diagonal DB, ang laba kang diagonal CA, so ining laba kang segment hali sa point C, pasiriig di sa tahaw, so ining laba kang segment CN, kabanga lang kang laba kang segment CE. Or pwede taman sabihin na ang laba kang segment CA is doble kang laba kang segment CN. And iyan na po ang gagamiton tang equation. So, ilag na po ang laba kang segment CE, si diagonal CE, is equal to twice whatever is the measure of segment CN. Pero aram ta na ang segment CA is equal to 20x, and aram ta na ang measure kang segment CN is 9x plus 2. So, we now have our equation, then simplify by distributing 2 to the binomial 9x plus 2, and naging na po siyang 18x plus 4. So we are solving for x, so let's subtract 18x from both sides, nganing mawara po ang variable sa right side. Then, simplify. 20x minus 18x is 2x. Ini pong part na ini magiging 0 na, so dito na isurat. Then, bring down 4. Then, divide both sides by 2. So we have x is equal to 2. Pero ang hinahanap na po is ang length kang segment CN. We are not after only the x. So dahil pa po kita tapos Para mahanap ta ang sukol kang segment CN, i-substitute na po ining x equals 2 para sa 9x plus 2 na expression representing the length of segment CN. So, yun na po ni ang mangyari. 9 times 2 plus 2. And that is equal to 20. Therefore, the length of segment CN is equal to 20 units. So, arog lang po kayan ang pagsusolve ng mga problems manungod sa parallelogram. So, salamat pong maray. Ini manggaray si Lando Assistant. Maghilingan po kita sa kasumpay na video kaining sa tuyang review about quadrilaterals.